and I understand the important critical nature of the humanitarian crisis affecting the people who have survived the attack in Ashraf and who are the responsibility of the world and the responsibility particularly of the United States government. I want to start out by saying that we are gathered here too many times. For those of us who have started this long journey with you, who are compassionately committed to the cause that you believe in, a free and independent and democratic Iran, the one thing that is important to understand, there's a difference between the aspirations of what we want in Iran and the humanitarian crisis that cries out for resolution for those innocent people who are refugees in Camp Liberty and who deserve to be free. There's no doubt that the fact that they are still in effect imprisoned in Iraq should be unacceptable to those of us who have had the privilege of working in Congress and in the U.S. government. From the 1 ounce of evidence after the another has now turned into an irrefutable conclusion that the government of Iraq was indeed responsible for the attack and, more importantly, the taking of 7 hostages that the State Department, in the guise of a Deputy Assistant Secretary, Mr. McGurk, claims are no longer in Iraq. Somehow or other, our State Department has got it into its unfortunate belief that the United States has far more to gain to engage in a cover-up of the facts involving the attack at Camp Ashraf, and they denying repeatedly that the 7 hostages that were taken are no longer in Iraq, that the hostages are still in Iraq. So I asked Mr. McGurk a question. Mr. McGurk, I, as a former United States ambassador, would want to at least protect the integrity and reputation of the United States government and not engage in further subterfuge in order to protect a government that is not necessarily aligned with the United States' interest in trying to resolve this humanitarian conflict. Wouldn't you, Mr. McGurk, want to at least now recognize? Wouldn't you want to accept the fact that no less an independent and respected organization as Amnesty International is denying your constant accusations that those hostages are no longer in Iraq, and indeed is prepared to confirm that they have independent evidence that those hostages are in Iraq? I call on you, Mr. McGurk, to come up to Congress and to apologize to the American people for continuing to peddle the fiction that they are no longer there. Thank you very much.